Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Hump Day. Hope you're having a rockin' week so far. I know I am. I'm just getting back. I'm full of energy. I'm ready to rock and roll. Just getting back from vacation. We actually got back yesterday. So yeah, it was quite a fun time off. And I was back to work and back to delivering great content for you guys on the show, and of course, producing great results for my customers. Speaking of my customers, I want to talk to you guys about a very important topic, and it's something that I talk about a lot, but I always kind of dive around the topic, and I never actually hit home. So today I want to hit home on it, and that's content marketing. I'm going to give you 9 reasons why all small businesses should take advantage of content marketing. Okay, and because content, it's just king, and it's the way to market your business nowadays. I mean, it's especially from a digital standpoint. Okay, it's not all about paid advertising all the time. Yes, paid advertising is going to give you fast results, really quick results. You're going to see right away what's working, what's not working. I get it, but that's what paid advertising does. But in terms of longevity and building brand, building trust, etc., we're going to get into all of the reasons why here. Nothing beats content marketing, and I'm going to show you why. But before I do, let's get into some housekeeping, guys. This month, again, I want to encourage you to go to my website, lbmsllc.com, and ask for your free online presence report. It's a very important thing for you to do for your business because you don't know what could be sabotaging your success online. If you're out there rocking and rolling, if you're out there doing everything that we've talked about on this show and beyond, and you're still not getting inbound leads, or you're still not really seeing the results, you're still getting referrals and all of this kind of stuff, and you're not getting anything else from cold traffic, could be something wrong with your online presence. And that's what that report's going to show you. So for the rest of this month, I'm going to be pushing that hard, guys, because I really want you guys to take advantage of it. And once you see the report, you'll see, wow, this is pretty comprehensive. Why aren't you charging for this, Frank? And I may. I'm not, I don't know. People have told me I should charge for it. It's, the bug's in my ear to charge for it, but I really don't want to do that. I want to give it to you guys for free so you could see it and then, have the opportunity to fix it for you. All right. So that being said, let's move on to the topic at hand, which is 9 reasons all small businesses should take advantage of content marketing. So as a small business owner, guys, it can be challenging to know what to include in your digital marketing efforts, bar none. Okay. Should you do PPC? Should you do SEO? Should you do social media, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? There's so many things, right? And when you're a small business owner, most of the times your budget is limited. So you want to make the right choice, right? So content marketing should always, in my opinion, be one of your priorities because it serves several functions at once, Not only that, it also offers numerous benefits. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about those the 9 benefits that, in my opinion, are the top. There are more than this, but these are the top 9. Okay, number 1, you want a part of a well-rounded SEO strategy. Okay, to start, including content marketing as your strategy. Okay, your website has to, in a way, has to show you an insured way to basically create. What's the word I'm looking for? It's the best way to now showcase your SEO strategy. Okay. So you have to have a well-rounded SEO strategy if you're going to invoke content marketing. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. But and you may be saying, okay, why? That's because content marketing allows you to incorporate keywords in your website in a way that's natural and in a way that the search engines can reward you. So one of the worst things, guys, one of the worst feelings, let me rephrase that, in the world is knowing that you're getting visitors to your website and it's not converting. So if you go into Google Analytics and you say, wow, I'm getting, 150 visitors a day to my website. And you're like, whoa, why aren't I getting more inbound calls? It all could be with your SEO strategy from a content perspective. So the content is probably not engaging enough. And so you got to do the right keyword research. I mean, it takes a lot. It's more than just SEO strategy. I mean, again, I could do a whole episode, and I have a whole episode just on the SEO strategy. But content, the reason I put this as number 1 is because I don't want you to do all of this work, get people to your site, and not convert. So do your right keywords research. Make sure it's the right terms. Make sure it's a benefit-driven written homepage, about page, etc., and you should be on your way. Okay. Again, you guys have problems with that, you can always reach out to us. Okay. info@lbmsllc.com. That's our email. Okay. Number 2 is you want to. The other reason that you want to invoke in some kind of content marketing strategy is it's great. It's a great ROI. I mean, it's in terms of the other strategies that you could be using. If you're a small business, look at the ROI on this. So when it comes to the different types of advertising, this whole content marketing and SEO, it's going to yield you a high ROI due to the low cost. So, for instance, if you decide to do this yourself, this costs you nothing except for your effort, of course. And that can be time consuming. But here's the beauty of doing content marketing the way we say it. Even if you outsource it to, say, us, Local Business Marketing Solutions, or another digital agency, there are some estimates out there that indicate that content marketing, even if you outsource it, will cost around 62% less compared to outbound or traditional marketing. So think about that. It's going to cost you 62% less. So that in and of itself should give you an incentive to at least try it out, even if you don't want to do it yourself. Because again, the content marketing is not the easiest thing in the world. You got to be engaged and you got to be strategic and all that kind of stuff. And you may not have that skill set as a business owner, and I get it. That's why companies like LBMS exist, right? And it's only 62% less than the other one. So that to me is a no-brainer. Okay, So moving right along, it can also, another reason why you want to do it is because it builds trust to your brand. So no matter the industry that you're in, I don't care if you're an attorney, a chiropractor, a dentist, a HVAC company, a med spa, etc., etc. If you want to by creating a content marketing strategy via your blog or other content out there coming into your blog, let's say, it's going to help build trust and confidence in your brand. So, by sharing relevant content and information in a way that, say, website visitors can understand. Okay, that's the key thing, because I've seen some written content that it seems like it was written by a PhD professor or something like that, and that sometimes that turns people off. So you show your potential customers that your company is knowledgeable and in this experience, and you do this all by content marketing without even speaking to someone. I mean, the beauty of someone coming to your website and already feel as if they know you, and they probably also feel if you did your work correctly, they also feel that they can trust you. It's a beautiful thing. It's like a who where do I sign kind of scenario conversation, and that's the I want you to experience that. That experience is phenomenal. Okay, number 4, you want to you can also showcase your brand story. So storytelling has taken a rise over the last 5 to 10 years, and you can also somehow weave in your story into your content marketing strategies. And now a lot of people say, well, Frank, why you want to weave that in? I'm going to tell you why. People relate to stories. People love stories. I mean, and if the people who don't get it, they just don't get it, no problem. You move on, you get another potential customer. But for the people who do get it, that's your customer. And that's the ones you want to focus on. So I wouldn't worry too much about the people who don't get it. Okay, so you can showcase your brand story, and it could be, it doesn't have to be a story about you. It's just a story about your brand. But weave stories in there is the way to do it, because people can relate to stories better. That's the best way I could explain it to you. And the only thing I can tell you is don't knock it till you try it. I get a lot of pushback on that sometimes from my customers. But the ones who don't push back are the ones who see the better results quicker. But anyway, I digress. Here I move on to number 5. It brings people to your website when you do content marketing correctly. See, the most basic benefit of content marketing is that you're going to see an increase in traffic, period. So when you create, say, helpful and, say, engaging content, again, the key word is engaging, people are most likely to read it, watch it, or listen to you. So again, I'm creating content right now, and this is via podcast, so you're listening to me now. But some people create blogs. You can also create video content, which is powerful, but either way, you have to devise a way. What you can have a mixed batch. Okay, so you can say, okay, I'm going to do some videos, I'm going to do some blog writing, and I'm going to do some podcasting. Oh, now you can do Clubhouse. Everything is Clubhouse these days. Whatever the modality it is to bring people to your website, using content is powerful. Okay, so you give some sort of piece of advice, and you sprinkle in the name of your website every now and then, and voila. Okay. The number 6 thing that it does for small businesses is that it encourages shares to expand your audience. So, up until now, we've been talking about website visitors, what to do on the website, how to entice and engage and all that. Now, another way of content marketing is getting content to your website from social media channels. So, like say if you are a Pinterest lover and you can get, shared pins or repins and all that kind of stuff. Those are phenomenal ways of doing it. Another way you can do it is using, Facebook, Instagram. Another phenomenal way of getting shares so that people who are not in your inner circle can actually view your content. So you can encourage. There's a strategy out there that you can encourage shares and all that. And again, a lot of these things I'm going at a high level, but maybe at some other point I'll have some details around all of these. Okay. So number 7 is increase potential leads. Now here's where it gets a little bit controversial. See, the natural benefit of bringing more people to your website is the ability to convert them into a lead, period. But there's a trick to doing that. You have to have the right steps. You have to have the right copywriting, the right storytelling. Whatever method that you use has to touch the person emotionally. So some people will, naturally explore your website after reading a blog post, let's say, or watching a video. They're gonna just naturally explore it, right? Others will need a little push, okay? Push as a pop-up or something like a sign up for a newsletter or maybe even a web chat pop-up, So those people are the ones who are going to need some encouragement. So the bottom line of all of this, what I'm trying to tell you is that even if your visitor to lead ratio stays the same, bringing, say, more visitors to your website increases the number of leads that you have, period. But you have to have some sort of strategy to make sure that you get a good amount of them coming in. Okay. And it has to do with your writing style. It has to do with your brand, the story that you write. It has to do with all of that. It's got to be engaging. Otherwise, your potential leads are not going to convert, unfortunately. So the number 8 thing is gives you more to share on social media. One of the hardest things that I find that my clients complain about when they actually come to me and they hire us to do it for them is because they run out of stuff to say. They do. They say, I don't know what to put on social media anymore. I've said everything. So when you have a content marketing strategy, it gives you more to share because you just pushed out this great blog post and you just got to get it out to the masses. I got to show people about this. Boom. That's a strategy right there. Or you just put out this awesome video. You want to put it out in social media, or you want to promote your podcast. Boom. Another way to do it in social media. So it just gives you, when you do content marketing, just gives you more to share on social media. I think it just gives you a lot more exposure. And that's a huge struggle, guys. That's a huge struggle for a lot of and the reason I'm mentioning it is because it's not just one or two clients of mine who have mentioned it. It's been a good amount of them who have said, yeah, I don't know, I don't know what to do, after, let's say they've been pushing it out for 3 months. They just run out of stuff. They start regurgitating things and it gets less and less engagement. That's why you outsource that stuff, because you get a team of people who know the ins and outs of content marketing. They know where to get topics and all that kind of stuff. People like us, we do this all the time. So So, but it gives concept. The point of number 8 is that it gives you more to share on social media. Period. So number 9 is encourage repeat visitors. So here's what I mean by that. So depending on the type of content that you create, okay, you may be able to, say, have that encouragement for people to return. So this is a great way as you get another chance to convert them into a lead. So at the very least, encourage them to revisit your site, puts them in one step closer to converting, and creates another opportunity for social sharing as well. So even if you don't get them to convert, maybe they'll share it this time. So you want to use this strategy just as a way, maybe a good way to encourage someone to go back to your site, repeat visitors, is just say, hey, I'm giving away, come up with contests, giveaways, or some sort of things like that. That's going to encourage them to go back. And anytime you can get someone to go back to your site over and over again, inevitably something's going to happen. Either they're going to become a client or they're going to share your content with someone else. I mean, that's just the way it is. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Those are the 9 reasons all small businesses should take advantage of content marketing. If you have any questions about that, reach out to me and I'll definitely answer those questions. 888-416-7752. So let me go over the 9 one more time so we are straight and we're clear. Number 1, you want it's a part of a well-rounded SEO strategy, period. Okay, so you gotta be well-rounded, meaning that you have to have the right keywords and the content has to be engaging. Number 2 is a great ROI. It's very cheap. I already said 62% less than all the traditional marketing. But even if you outsource it, you could build trust to your brand. You can showcase a brand, your story with content marketing, using the story of your brand using content marketing. You can bring people to your website using content marketing. You can encourage shares to your audience or your audiences, which is awesome because that really increases it. It increased potential leads when done correctly. Again, it all has to do with what kind of content you have there. It gives you more to share on social media. And number 9, that it encourages repeat website visitors. So I hope that helps, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you feel that something like this is going to help someone that's in business, has a small business, and is probably hesitant about using content marketing, I would encourage you to share this episode with them. And not only that, encourage them to subscribe to this podcast so that every time I come up with some new stuff, they're notified just like you're being notified. So with that, folks, I'm going to put an end to this episode. I can't wait to hang out with you again next week. Hope you guys continue having a rocking week. So until next week, this has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. We will talk next week. Take care and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.